This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
When these polls come out, it's always interesting how they title them out. And I saw a poll just recently that says, West Coasters love their mom more than anyone else.
Okay.
And this is their justification of this. I thought it was interesting.
Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Probably more than likely, right? Because they're West Coast. 44% of Westerners, people that live out west, say that they would actually visit mom if travel was cheaper. They say, and then they compared that to anybody else, and they said into the Midwest, only 19% of Midwesterners say I'd visit mom more if travel was cheaper. But what I wonder is that they're generally when people move west, they're further away, I guess, maybe, and that's the reason why. Maybe they're closer, like I see mom enough. And then altogether, they said, the people they polled, 27% of them say they only see mom about once a year.
Yeah.
So go see your mom. Maybe now with Zoom and everything, it makes it easier. You can see mom and see what's going on.
True. At least give her a call,
give her a call,
or
right.
FaceTime her.
I see her once a day. She lives down the street.
That's true. You see her all the
so I
time.
have to see her almost every day.
You're a good son, Matt. You're a good
I try.
son.
I try so hard. I try.
I wonder too, like if you talk about like extended families, and like you mentioned, if you move out west, maybe you're moving from the Midwest. Maybe more people tend to stay with where they've grown up if they grow up in the Midwest as opposed to anywhere else. So mom's closer to them.
I think you're right. I think that the population density outside of the bigger cities that you see in LA, usually when we think of West, we think of Los Angeles or Seattle.
Yes.
But there's a lot of small little towns, and there's not a whole big population boon there. So interesting. If this is anything, a reminder to call mom and just say hi. And Zoom her maybe.
The NYPD has launched their latest crackdown on reckless vehicles in Manhattan. They recently seized 39 mopeds and motorcycles, issued dozens of citations, and even arrested one person. The seizures come as mopeds and scooters are being used for quick crime getaways all across the city. Photos on social media show an officer taking on an 18-year-old suspect. The officer was dragged by the e-biker, who was eventually charged with reckless endangerment and resisting arrest. New Yorkers are applauding the police for taking the mopeds off the streets. However, some say that while the crackdown is a good thing, they don't believe it will cut down on the out-of-control crime happening right now in the city.
And you look right behind him, there was a DoorDash guy on a bike too. But if you think about, that's the best way to get around in these metropolitan cities, and the availability of bikes. And I know there's programs where you can just go up and rent a bike. They have them here in Orlando as well. And you can go through traffic a lot easier. It's making a much better getaway.
I think, I think they're also, the bigger cities are having issues with these motorcycle gangs or dirt bike gangs, where these people are roaming the streets in groups in motorcycles or dirt bikes or the crotch rocket bikes, and
there was that whole incident with Ian Ziering in the middle of Hollywood where he got attacked.
Yeah, and he got attacked.
About that.
Yeah, so there's a serious issue going on with this kind of approach to crime.
All right, and by the way, if you have a bicycle that has a motor on it, you're not riding
not a bike.
It's not a bike. Sorry.
Also, you want to see the greatest thing ever? It's Mitch English showing up with his helmet on his moped, with his own T-shirt of himself, with his website.
I had my motorcycle that day, but yes, I don't wear. Generally, I don't wear a helmet.
The Vespa. Too.
No, I get on the Vespa.
I love a Vespa.
I don't wear a helmet on the Vespa. I'll be the first to tell you, but sometimes on the motorcycle, and sometimes I don't either. Now that I think of it, right. I'm selling the bike, by the way. If anyone wants to buy a motorcycle, I'm selling.
A motorcycle?
Yeah.
The cameraman Jimmy says yes.
Jimmy, you want it?
Yeah. All right, we'll talk. It's either swim or sink at one beach along the coast of Maine. It's dealing with what they're calling quicksand. Jamie, of course, she said she was strolling along the water in Pompano Beach State Park with her hubby, and she said she just suddenly dropped like a rock and fell in hip deep into the sand. Her quick acting husband was able to pull her out from the hole as they watched in shock as it filled back up with sand and it all disappeared. The popular destination has been several cases of actually seeing that quicksand encounters. Luckily, frightening falls aren't quite as dramatic as Hollywood actually portrays them. Park rangers are saying they're putting up signs. Hey, there's quicksand areas, be careful. If you ever fall into quicksand, just take it easy. Don't start moving around because that's what's going to get you under.
Easy for you to say.
That's true. And then if you have anything in your hand, get it out, but scream as much as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully somebody will have a rope.
Yeah, right?
We have a rope for you to come back
Please.
right after this.